Hi and welcome. I'm Marla. Thanks for joining today. We're here for gentle yoga. And this morning, where I'm practicing, it's raining. It's a little gloomy today. So I'm going to do a nice deep stretch today, just as a way to just detox and bring my body and mind back into harmony and balance. So I'm going to begin on my back. So please join me if that feels good for you on the ground, or go ahead and make your way to a bed, or even feel free to just sit on a chair and listen this morning. So whatever feels good for you. So we'll meet up on the ground or in a chair, whatever works. And I'm going to give myself lots of support today for my, for my head and neck. And I'm going to begin in constructive rest with a few long, deep, connecting breaths. So my knees come together, my feet splay apart towards the edges. One of my favorite poses to relax, to center myself, and to just get grounded for the day, even out. Hands can be down, grounding, or palms up, receiving, whatever feels best for you. You can even have your hands on you. I always love a hand on the chest and a hand on the belly as a way to just connect our center, to connect and organize us for whatever is ahead. So we're going to take a few long, deep breaths just to notice the breath rhythm, the breath pace, the excursion of breath, and the connection of breath into the body, following its path, noticing where it travels in the body, and noticing what your exhale feels like. Our exhale should feel very deeply relaxing, really wonderful for eliminating stress and bringing our internal barometer down to a place that feels steadier, quieter, and more peaceful. So let's take another 3 to 5 breaths here, inhaling deeply, following your rhythm, because I'm always interjecting with thoughts. So I want to make sure that you're following a rhythm that's nice and nurturing for you and not having to stop and start. And just checking in with the mind. Where are we today in this moment? Can we really dedicate the mind to a quieter place so that we can truly receive all the benefits of our yoga practice today on the mind and the body? So whenever the mind drifts, we acknowledge we're drifting. We all do it. It's human nature. And then we focus on our concentration, our ability to stay present, and we bring our focus back. We're always in a state of bringing it back, acknowledging we've lost it, and then coming back. And let's take one more deeper, fuller breath in. And deeper, fuller breath out. And let's take both palms up to the heart center. And let's take pause in our day, in this moment, to just send some light, some strength, and some hopefulness out there. So many people struggling, so many people not well. Sending balance and strength, positive intentions, healing energy. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhale to share. And taking our hands down, if they're not already, wiggling our feet closer together. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest. And we're going to either keep opposite leg bending or feel free to lengthen it out, whatever feels best for you. We're going to start with either side to side with that knee and hip, or we'll start to take it in a nice easy circle. So you can either guide your circles with your hand or not. You can just move from a nice internal organic place wherever we are. Our belly is strong and firm. Let's start to take the knee opposite, breathing in,
and breathing out. So either holding onto the leg or not, breathing in and breathing out. And let's pull that knee into the chest. We're going to open that right arm out to the side. We're going to take that left hand across the knee and just very gently, we're going to open up. So we're not twisting. We're not bringing the knee to the ground. We're just bringing the knee on a long diagonal line. So we receive this nice, beautiful stretch from that outer knee to that outer hip, right into that outer buttocks region. So we do a nice little detox through that whole space. And your head can gaze up towards the ceiling or away towards that arm. Do what feels best for you. You don't have to follow me. Do what feels safest. Full breath in. Deep breath out. So we want to really highlight the breath across the chest and heart, through our side body, right into our waist and hip, right into our organ space. So we really use this as a wonderful way to detox this whole side. And let's take 3 more breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, either following my pace or establishing your own. Wherever we are, we're noticing that the breath is becoming much more conscious, much more fluid, and we're much more aware of it. Nice and slowly, we're going to let that knee come back to center, draw it in. We're going to bend up the opposite knee, and we're going to come right into figure 4. So we're going to cross the ankle to the thigh. Here's option 1. Here's option 2, we sway. Here's option 3, we draw our legs up towards us. You can even have your foot, your left foot, on a block and keep it kind of in the middle range. So whatever feels best for you. I think I'm going to keep my foot on the block today. That feels really good for me. And taking your right hand, if you're not bound, you can take your right hand into that inner thigh and just gently roll it out. And you can either have stillness or you can have a gentle sway to your body today, whatever feels best. Lots of breathing into inner groin, outer hip. So we're really flushing out all the toxins today. So we're really using this practice today as a way to just unload, detox, de-stress, and reboot the body. And let's take another 3 or 4 breaths here. Notice what you're feeling. Keep it all nice and safe. Keep it nice and healthy. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. And one more deeper breath here. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. And now nice and slowly drawing that knee towards us, unhooking the ankle so we come out of it nice and safely. Let's draw that knee into the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Notice how it feels in the back of your thigh. And we're going to go ahead and stretch that leg up now. So you can either use a strap or a tie, or just hold the hands behind the thigh. You can keep that left knee bending or not. Do what feels best for you. If you want to point and flex or take some circles. So I'm just throwing out a lot of options so you can really personalize your practice today. What do I need? What do I need today to feel whole, to feel complete, to create peacefulness and stillness internally, to let go of tension and toxins, to free up the body and mind in your way today? Good. So let's take a few more breaths. Notice what you're feeling through that line from heel to butt. You don't have to keep the knee perfectly straight. There can always be some softness. Let's take another 3 or 4 breaths here. So noticing what's happening as you flush the breath through the leg, through the low back, creating more and more space internally. Full breath in and full breath out. And just one more deeper breath here. And we're going to re-bend the other knee again. We're going to take a full breath in, lower the arms down. And we're going to start to slowly inch that leg down so that the knees are level. Draw the navel in and up so we're nice and strong internally. So this core area from knees to hips or neck to knees or neck to hip crease, we feel that whole line working. Good. Go ahead and take 3 more breaths here. If you want more, you can reach your arms up, stretching your fingers right towards your toes. Full breath in, full breath out. So we really make this integration happen. The core integrates top and bottom, front and back, side to side. One more big breath in to fuel up. And turning the palms down, nice and slowly, we lower arms and the leg. Take a moment here to pause, notice what you need. Full breath in, full breath out. And let's take that whole little sequence to the second side. So we're going to draw left knee into the chest. So feel free to keep your opposite leg bending or not. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch that opposite leg out. That feels good for me. And now starting those nice, easy circles. So keeping the belly firm as you move through your circles. Notice how this side feels. Noticing the excursion of movement. Full breath in, full breath out. And go ahead and circle the opposite way. So we're really detoxing that inner thigh region, outer hip, and right into the hip socket. We get out all the tension. Good. We want to create a nice, smooth, easy movement and breath pattern together. Let's come to center, hug that knee into the chest. Notice if you've gotten more range of motion, more excursion of movement. We're going to go ahead and take that left arm out, or cactus arm, and we're going to take that left hand to that outer knee, drag it across. So it's not a huge movement. We're really coming halfway between taking the knee up towards the ceiling and letting the knee come to the ground. So that knee is on a diagonal from the hip. So we really feel this line. Knee to outer hip and low back. We feel that release through the IT band. Good. Let the breath flow right through this space. Your head can stay center or your head can look away. Really whatever feels best for you. Full breath in, full breath out. So notice and compare your two sides and really create this beautiful focus, this beautiful division of attention between the connection of the breath and the space that's opening, the rhythm of the breathing, and the excursion of movement. Good. Notice what's happening as you divide your attention, and then you feel the blending. You feel that union of the warmth of the breath completely penetrating, melting down, melting away the tensions, the toxins, the stress area, the painful area. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Full breath in, full breath out, and 1 more deeper breath in and out. And now nice and slowly, let's bring that knee back to center. Give it a nice little squeeze. Let's rebend the other knee. Let's cross the ankle, coming right into our figure 4. And then go ahead and take whatever variation suits you. I love the foot on a block. So I'm kind of halfway between the bind, bringing the leg towards me and keeping my foot on the ground. You can be still or have a little slow sway, whatever works for you. And let's take maybe the left hand, if you're not bound, let the left hand just roll right into that inner thigh and gently create a little more spaciousness right in that groin crease, right in that outer hip. Notice what you're feeling, noticing the sensation that's arising for you. Full breath in, full breath out. Notice and compare the 2 sides. So that's really, really telling. Deep breath in, deep breath out, full breaths, easy, steady, finding our rhythm. Whenever we lose the rhythm, we just come back to it, right? We just always are returning back to the breath rhythm. It's like returning home, returning to a place that's safe. This is what we create, these safe little havens, these moments where we can truly be at ease. We can truly de-stress completely so that we can restore mind and body and breath back to a place of functioning optimally. Good. Let's take 3 deeper breaths here. Full inhale, connecting deeply to the spaciousness, the excursion of breath. Notice where it's traveling. Notice now where it's penetrating into. And from wherever you are, slowly, carefully, let's draw that knee towards us. Give ourselves a nice squeeze again. And then we're going to take that leg all the way up, either using your hands, using a tie or a strap, lengthening the leg long or keeping the opposite leg bending. Remember that you can always have softness in your knee if you need to. Let's engage the foot, pointing, flexing, or deep circles, whatever feels best. So feel the hydration. Feel the lubrication of the warm breath penetrating through that leg into your hamstring, right into your low back. Let it warm up the region. Let it penetrate. Let it do its magic to really create deeper circulation, blood flow to the area. So we get such a win here when we're really focused, when we're really conscious. And as always, we're comparing the left side to the right side. And notice as you hold and breathe into it and you really focus your attention, how much more we receive. And let's take another 3 or 4 breaths here, noticing the ankle and the foot, if there's any swelling, if there's any inflammation in our lower leg, in our shin, calf, all the way into our knee. Let all that excess fluid, let it get redistributed back into the body and let it get eliminated from the body, whatever we don't need. Let's go ahead and pull that knee into the chest. Take a full breath in. And now let's rebend that opposite leg. We're going to lift that leg up, lower the hands down, full breath in, and slowly from our center, we're going to lower that left leg so that the knees are level. Make sure the belly's nice and integrated and engaged so that keeps everything from burning out. If you want more, let's go ahead and reach our fingertips towards our toe tips. So lifting the arms on a diagonal, we really feel from neck to hip crease or neck to knee, everything working. Let's take 3 more breaths here. 3, lots of breath. 2, that's our fuel. 1, start to lower, turn the palms down, and we lower everything to the ground, taking a pause here, full breath in, deep breath out. And we're going to go ahead from here and we're going to make our way onto the belly. So I always like to incorporate all these poses. If I go on my back, I like to go on my belly to even everything out. And you can have support for your forehead or not. We're going to go ahead and bend the right knee and bring the heel towards the buttocks. So you can hold on, grab for the heel, or you can loop a strap around the ankle, or you can just let the heel come to the butt. So whatever feels good for you, making sure that not only are we detoxing the back of our thigh hamstring, but we're flushing out the front of our thigh as well. Getting deep into the front, from the hip crease all the way to the knee. Keep your low back nice and spacious. Notice what you're feeling here. Take 3 deeper, fuller breaths, really creating length in the front of the thigh. It goes a long way for the knee, but make sure whatever you're doing, the knee feels safe, everything should feel safe. And without flinging the leg at all, we're going to release that leg. Just rock out your pelvis a little bit from side to side. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And bending the opposite knee and all the options, either using a strap or just bringing the heel to the butt on its own or grabbing hold of the heel. Notice what you're feeling. Stretching deeply through the front of that thigh. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lots of breathing here. Deep inhale. Notice where the breath needs to travel into, what you're feeling. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Let's take a few more deeper breaths, comparing, as always, the 2 sides. Notice what you're feeling. And just taking 3 deeper breaths, 3 and 2 and 1. And nice and slowly, we start to release out that heel. Rock out your pelvis nice and slowly from side to side. And we'll set up for a little bit of back strengthener, core strengthener from here. So arms are going to be in cactus, or feel free to just stretch your arms wide. The forehead or the chin can be into the ground. And we're going to lift the lower body from the hips down. Stay quiet. We're just lifting upper body. So from back of head, back of arms, back of heart, we lift, inhale, and the lower body anchors us. Exhale, release. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, release. 3 more like that. So really noticing what's working, noticing your strength here. I love these. They're very undervalued, underused. I always like to practice them. They really strengthen. Let's hold here. They really strengthen all of our spinal muscles, our butt muscles, and the back of our legs and arms. One more breath here. Full inhale and exhale. And either making a little pillow with your hands, rocking out your pelvis, or go ahead and turn your head from side to side, whatever feels best for you. And from here, lifting the right leg up, any amount, no crunching in the low back. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, left lifts. And lowering. So you can either point or flex through toes and ankles, whatever feels best for you. We're going to alternate the sides. Try not to lift the pelvis off, but just lifting from the back of the heart. Think long, think length, so that there's no crunching. Let's hold here on the right. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down and left side lift. 3, 2, and lowering down, rocking out the pelvis from side to side. Let's push back into child's pose using any supports that you'd like. I'm going to put a little block between my heels and my butt. Arms are long, or arms can be down by your side. And here we get to restore the mind. We get to connect to our energy, which has such a profound impact on our attitude and how we're feeling, our perspective, how we look at things. So giving ourselves time here to really detox the mind. Let's take 5 more breaths, feeling the forehead grounded into the earth, or putting your head on a blanket or a block or a pillow, whatever feels best for you. And taking time out to really clear out our space completely. Full breath in, full breath out. And we'll just take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Deep releasing, really letting go. And now rising up nice and slowly. We're going to make our way carefully back to our backs for our Shavasana. Let's hug knees into chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. And before we make our way Shavasana bound, we'll take our final twist with the knees into the chest. We're going to let the knees roll to the right. You can either have one knee on top of another, or you can stagger your knees. You can have a block either underneath or between your thighs, whatever feels better for you. So ending in our twist, putting our detox package all together here by really wringing out our whole internal space. We know twisting is so wonderful for the gut health. So taking our time to breathe our deepest, our richest, and our most conscious breaths into our belly. We'll take 5 more breaths here, inhaling deeply and exhale fully. So reminder that when we're practicing remotely, we have an opportunity to stay as long as we need, as long as we want. So if your twist is just feeling amazing and you need more time and more space there, you stay. Follow your gut, as they say. And if you're coming with me, inhaling nice and slowly back to center, you can pause a moment or just go ahead and set up for the second side, arms wide or cactus, head center or away, whatever works for you. Full breath in. Full breath out. And even and steady breathing here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Long, deep, loving breaths. Really noticing as we come towards our Shavasana from here that we really notice, we start to really notice these deep changes internally, these big changes in how we're feeling emotionally, physically, and otherwise. If you're following me, 3 more deeper, fuller breaths. Noticing the quality of the breathing, the quality of the breathing pattern. Inhaling fully. Exhaling deeply. And just one more full breath in. And carefully, one knee and the other knee, we draw the knees into the chest. Full breath in. And lengthening our legs long, setting up for your final resting pose, your final Shavasana, whatever that looks like and feels like. Use whatever props you need. If you want to make it restorative, you can put your legs up a wall on the couch or on a chair. If you want a little heart opener, you can put a support beneath your chest, beneath the back of your heart to open up your chest. I'll just demonstrate that quickly. It's a little T with your blocks or your pillows, one for your spine, one for your head, and you can go ahead and lay out here so that we really get into our lungs and our immune area. So you choose your pose. I'm going to go ahead and sit up and turn the lights down. And meeting up in our Shavasana today. Closing the eyes. And just allowing the body and mind to settle into this beautiful space of stillness, of peacefulness. Allowing body and mind to receive and absorb everything that we've done. We'll take about 5 more conscious breaths together. And I'll say my namaste here so that you can truly receive the Shavasana that you need today. So allowing mind and body to rest completely. Feel the warm energy of your breath supporting you completely, creating this beautiful safe haven, this beautiful nest that we know that we can rely on at any time, whenever we need to restore, renew, and reboot energy and overall health and wellness. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out.